Kujantam Rama Rameti Madhuram Madhuraksharam Aruhya Kavita Shakham Vande Valmiki Kokilam Ramaya Ramabhadraya Ramachandraya Vedhase Raghunathaya Nathaya Sitaya Pataye Namaha. So today we will discuss from Valmiki Ramayana. Yesterday we discussed the history of Valmiki Rishi from his own words from Adhyatma Ramayana. Who was Valmiki in his previous life? Before that in his Purva Janma, Bhrugumani, all that we discussed, and how he became Valmiki. So now that Valmiki has become great Rishi called Brahma Rishi, it's like, you have minister, but you have a prime minister. And you know the difference between just a minister and a prime minister. It's a very big post. So simply saying Rishi is not enough. That's one cadre. But when you say Brahma Rishi, that is the last in the hierarchy of the rishis. So Valmiki has now become the Brahma Rishi. You can imagine an ordinary person becoming like Brahma Rishi by the grace of Narad Muni. That's the power of a pure guru, pure devotee, spiritual master, sadhu, right? So now Narad Muni one day visits Valmiki's ashram. So when the Narad Muni comes, Valmiki receives him, and the first shloka of Ramayana, there are 24,000 shlokas. So please repeat. First, at least one shloka we will all chant. Tapaswadhyaya niratam Tapasvi Vagvidam Varam Naradam Paripapracha Valmikir Munipungavam. This is the first shloka or verse of Sri Valmiki Ramayana. There are 24 aksharas in Gayatri mantra, and there are 24,000 shlokas. Every 1,000 shloka begins with one akshara of the Gayatri mantra. Tapaswadhyaya, the word ta is the first akshara of the Gayatri mantra. So, in fact, the entire Valmiki Ramayana is an elaboration, explanation of the Gayatri mantra. It's also one interesting information. So, tapaswadhyaya niratam, tapasya and adhyaya niratam. This Valmiki, 60,000 years tapasya has done. So much adhyaya has done. Adhyaya means studying the Shastras, and he's expert in speaking. Vagvidam Varam. Among those who can speak well, is expert. So he's asking question from his guru Narada. Naradam Paripapracham. Paprachaha means asking. Paripaprachaha is very nicely asking question. What is he asking? As we discussed yesterday, now Valmiki is going to ask, who is ideal person? Who is the perfect person? Who is the hero? Because every one of us are interested in this kind of a person. If you are owner of a company, you want to recruit one person, you want a perfect employee. Or you are an employee, you are looking for a boss. Your desire is, I should get a perfect boss. You are looking for a marriage proposal. You're looking for a perfect wife, or you're looking for a perfect husband. You are a children. You want perfect parents. Sometimes you keep saying you're not nice father, you're not nice mother. And if you're parents, you want perfect children. Right? Everybody wants perfect person. But unfortunately, we keep searching for a perfect person from wrong people. So we'll always be disappointed. Everybody will be disappointed because nobody is perfect. But Valmiki wants to know who is perfect. Is there any person at all? Is there any person, perfect person at all in this world? So he wants to ask this question. He says, Konvasmin sampratan loke. My dear Guru Narad Muni, Kon. In Hindi also you ask this. Ko anvasmin sampratan loke. At present moment, he's saying at the present moment, is there a perfect ideal person? Ko anvasmin sampratan loke. Gunavan kascha viryavan. Who has got all great qualities. And the first quality is he must be endowed with all good qualities, Gunavan. Viryavan, simply having good qualities of no use. They say, in the showcase, you go to any shop or any vehicle, there will be some showpiece model, they say. It is meant for showing, it is of no use. So there is some person with all good qualities, but what is the use? You should be able to implement those good qualities. For that you require capacity. So Valmiki said that ideal person, that perfect person, that hero should have all good qualities. Gunavan. Can we keep mobiles in silent mode, please? Please check if not. So in Sanskrit, Van means the one who has got. Shriman. Yes, Shriman. Like that, Gunavan. Guna means good qualities. Gunavan means one who has got all good qualities. So as I already said, you may have somebody who has got very good qualities, but he is not able to follow them. So Viryavan, he should have capacity to implement those qualities. Isn't it? Otherwise it is of no use. You may have a leader, you may have a person with all good qualities, but he is not able to implement that. So, Konvasmin sampratan loke gunavan kascha viryavan. Okay, he has got capacity, power. Virya means power to implement. Simply, he shouldn't be doing whatever comes to his mind just because he is powerful. Sometimes you are powerful. And powerful people, they don't follow any right, wrong, anything. Simply they think whatever I want, I will do because I'm powerful. Because I'm powerful, I'm unquestionable. Like you see, we have one bull, very powerful. It can just hit anyone. So next he says, my hero, that my ideal person, not only has got good qualities, he is also able to implement them, but he is able to implement them as per dharma. So he is dharmagnya. Gunavan, viryavan, dharmagnya. Okay, you may have powerful people in this world, but will they behave as per dharma? When you get, generally they say weak people speak about dharma. आपका हाथ में कुछ नहीं है, इसलिए आप धर्म अधर्म बात कर रहे हैं. So once that power is there in your hand, capacity is there in your hand, what dharma, whatever I want, I will do. So Valmiki is saying, no, despite being capable, despite being powerful, he should only act according to dharma. This is a very big challenge for powerful people. If you have money, if you have power, administration power, you get intoxicated. Somebody comes and tells you, ये ठीक नहीं है, ये धर्म के अनुसार नहीं है, they say, चले जाओ इधर से. I'll do whatever I want. So, Gunavan, Viryavan, Dharmagnya. And next he says, Kritagnyascha. Not only he knows the dharma, Jna means knowing, Dharmagnya means he knows all the nuances. Nuance means sukshma. All the different layers. Like you see this wall, we are only able to see the outer layer, where the paint is there. Behind paint, there is a cement layer. Behind cement, there is bricks. They are not visible. They are called nuance or sukshma. So in dharma, there are many such internal layers. So he must know every such layers of dharma. And kritagnya, he must be able to follow them. And not only that, if anybody does anything to this person, he should be able to remember out of gratitude. You may be powerful. Sometimes, we say, oh, when you become famous, when you become powerful, when you become great man, generally they forget. In many movies, they say, aap kaun hai? Oh, you've forgotten. We were friends. Like same thing happened. When this Dronacharya went to Drupad Maharaj, both of them were friends in Gurukul. Now Drupad has become the king of Panchal. And Drona is going, my dear friend, he said, friend, come on, stay away from me. Who are you? You poor Brahmana, how can you call me your friend? He said, have you forgotten me? I'm your friend. Oh no, I don't remember. So when you become big, when you become powerful, you may forget who has done what. Isn't it? But this person should be filled with gratitude. My ideal person, my hero should be filled with gratitude. Gunavan, Viryavan, Dharmagnya, Kritagnya. Full of gratitude. And Satyavakyaha. Always speak the truth. Never speaks lies, no matter what. He only speaks the truth. Satyavakyaha. It's not easy to speak truth always. So, see, every time Valmiki is giving a criteria, he's making it more complicated to get such a kind of person. Gunavan, Viryavan, Dharmagnyascha, Kritagnyascha, Satyavakyo, Dhradavrataha. He must have that dhardya. If he decides that I will do something, nobody should be able to change his mind. This perfect person, I want to know, that hero, if he decides anything, nobody should be, nothing and nobody should be able to change his mind. Not that you pass some law and tomorrow some people will start protesting and you say, okay, sorry, we are withdrawing that law. No, Dhradavrataha. Come what may, nothing is going to change us. That is called Dhradavrataha. Right? We'll see all these things later. How when Ram decides that I will go to forest, so many people try to change his mind. So many people. Later, Bharat Maharaj comes to take Ram back. And you know what he says? He makes one promise in front of everyone. I will bring Ram back. This is my pratigya. If I don't bring, I will commit suicide. Like this Bharat Maharaj. Even that was not able to change the resolution of Ram. Because he is Dhradavrataha. This Kaikeyi said, oh, you can't become king, please go to forest. Now Bharat is coming and saying, please become king, come back. Sometimes, you're crying for something and when you don't get that, you go away. And somebody will come, okay, don't worry, don't cry. We will give you that, come back, and we generally go back. So here Bharat himself is coming and saying, come, I will give you entire Ayodhya back. He's saying, no, I'll not come back. That is Dhradavrataha. So, Gunavan, Viryavan, Dharmagnyascha, Kritagnyascha, Satyavakyo, Dhradavrataha. How many over? 7. Charitrena chako yuktaha. His character should be spotless. Okay, sometimes you may have all these things, but here and there, some character might be compromised. He says, this person, character, charitrya, should be spotless. Nobody should be able to find any mistake in his character. His life should be like that. Charitrena chako yuktaha sarva bhuteshu kohitaha. When you are powerful, when you're all these things, you'll generally be thinking how to enjoy your own life. But here, Valmiki says, this person should be dedicated his life for the benefit of others. Sarva bhuteshu hite rataha. Rata means interested. Is fully busy in what? Working and doing service for everyone. He is not thinking, how to enjoy my life. Powerful people will be thinking now how to enjoy myself because I am powerful. But this man or this personality, sarva bhuteshu, not just human being. You say that if you murder human being, will send you to jail. But if you murder on chicken, there is no problem for that. No, sarva bhuteshu hite rataha. Again, we'll see all this in the future, how Ram followed all these things. So, charitrena chako yuktaha sarva bhuteshu hite rataha. And then, vidwan. Vidwan means he knows everything. He's not ajnani. He has all the knowledge. Samarthascha, not simply having knowledge. Like many people say, job nahi mil raha hai, main PhD hoon, main double degree ho, vidwan ho gaya. So samarthascha, you don't need anybody's support. You are capable of being on your own. Vidwan samarthascha kaschaika priyadarshana. He should be so good looking. Kaschaika priyadarshana. All the time he should be good looking. This is something what is very interesting. Sometimes some people are looking very beautiful when they are decorated. Other time, if you see them, you may get scared. Sometimes we get to see some videos on Instagram, right? Before makeup, after makeup. So all that, all that. Kaschaika priyadarshanaha. Darshana means seeing. Priyadarshana means so you feel like seeing again and again and again. All the time. Sometimes, you keep seeing and after some 3 months, 6 months, you get bored and you say, now someone else I want to see. No. Kaschaika priyadarshana. All the time you feel like seeing. Some people are very nice during the daytime. They don't good look at night. Sometimes, they say, some people are very scared. When I'm sleeping, nobody should click my photo. Because how my face will be, I don't know. Because I may not look good at that time, right? If you see how the models' photos are clicked, they'll have, what is your profile angle, they ask. That means in one particular angle, they look good. If you click in another angle, they will not look good. But here Lord Ram is not like that. Valmiki is saying from all the angles, all the time, he should be good looking. And then Kaschaika Priyadarshana means for everyone. I remember in 1994, I was young, there was this Miss World competition in Bangalore was happening in 1994. So DD1 channel was telecasting that and we were watching at home. I asked my father, what is this? He said, this is Miss World. I said, what is the meaning of Miss World? Because I was too small. He said, the most beautiful woman will be selected. I said, oh, is it very nice? And then so many people are coming. They were announcing Miss this, Miss that and all. And then one person came and I said, you said a beautiful woman, but who is this person? My father didn't know how to answer. Actually, when you say beautiful person, maybe for your country person, that person may be beautiful. Maybe for someone else, you may not look beautiful. But here, Kaschaika Priyadarshanaha. For everyone, he must be beautiful. There should be no doubt and debate on that, whether you are beautiful or not beautiful. See what kind of condition this Valmiki is putting. Right? And this is the beginning of Valmiki Ramayana. Gunavan, Viryavan, Dharmagnya, Kritagnya, Satyavakyo Dhridavrataha charitrena chako yuktaha. Next. Sorry? Vidvan samarthascha sarva bhuteshu kohitaha kaschaika priyadarshanaha. And next he says, Atmavan. He should have complete control over himself. Sanyami. His eyes, his nose, his tongue, his ears, everything should be under his control. He can't say, no, something is not under my control. Everything is 100% under the control of this person. Atmavan. Right? And next it says, Jitakrodaha. He has completely controlled his anger. Nobody can make him angry. No matter what. He never becomes angry. Right? Means nobody can make him angry. At the same time, Dyutiman. He should be radiant. Radiant means some kind of aura. The aura, the effulgence must be, it must be coming out. And next it says, Anasuyakaha. He should not be envious of anybody. Next, he says, Kasya bhibbati devascha jataroshasya samyuge. First of all, nobody should be able to make him angry if he becomes angry. It doesn't mean that he is incapable of becoming angry. He can become angry, just that you can't make him angry. But if he becomes angry on his own, even devatas should be scared of touching him. So this kind of a person, he says, Etad ichyamyaham shrotum. Etad ichyamyaham shrotum. ये मेरा इच्छा है सुनने के लिए. ऐसे आदमी है इस दुनिया में अब. एतत् इच्छाम्यहम श्रोतुम param kautuhalam. Kautuhala means I'm very eager. I'm very curious to know. Right? Maharshetvam samarthosi jnatumevam vidham naram. Oh Maharshi Narad, only you are capable of telling, because you keep traveling all the planets. You know everyone. You have seen everybody. You know everybody is right. So tell me, is there a person like that? I want to know if there is a person like that. You see, actually this Valmiki's question is very, very important for all of us also. Because all of us are searching for such a person. Beautiful person, dharmagnya, kritagnya. It's a different topic that sometimes we have compromised it. We are saying that it's okay. Out of this total he is asking for 16. If you count, it becomes 16. Sometimes we may, okay, chalo 16 nahi hai, 10 hong to chalta hai. 10 nahi hai, 5 to okay. Nowadays only good looking. So सब कुछ चलता है. If not that, okay, at least paisa should be there, 1 or 2. Dharmagnya, kritagnya and all, no one bothers. So, but he's saying, no, this person should have all the 16 things 100%. If that person is 80%, then don't tell me about such a person. All 16 should be there. Out of 16, if 15 are there, 1 is not there, then I am not interested. All 16 should be there. And all 16 should be present 100% in that kind of a person. Such a person I want to know. This is the desire of every soul. Every Atma wants that kind of person in our life. So it is none other than God Himself. Only God can be like this. That's what indirectly Valmiki is saying. It has to be God if you want that kind of a perfect person. Now Narad Muni says, Narad Muni gives answer. Shrutva chaita trailokagno Valmikir Narado tata. Hearing, listening this from his disciple Valmiki. Shruyata miti chamantriya prahrashtyo vakyam abravit. Hearing this, Narad Muni became excited. Prahrishtaha. Hrishta means happy. Prahrishta means greatly happy. If someone calls and tells you, come now, let's go and buy an iPhone. You become very happy and excited. Oh, chalo, 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 hum chalenge. Makes the news itself makes us very happy. So when Valmiki asked this Narad Muni, my dear Guru, please tell me about this kind of a person, it made Narad Muni excited, so happy. Can somebody tell me why Narad Muni became happy? Why? Why Narad Muni should become happy?
Getting to chant the glories of...
Because for a devotee, for a Vaishnava, any opportunity to speak about Lord is an excitement. Like you go to any mother who has got a small baby and little bit start talking about the child. The mother gets excited. Oh, you know my child, he did like this, she did like this, you know, he is the topper in the school. Goes on talking and she's so happy. He or she so happy to speak because they have deep love for that child. So because Narad Muni is a great devotee who has got so much love for Supreme Lord, now that Valmiki is asking, so Narad Muni is feeling so good that now I am going to speak about Ram. Because the word Ram means happy. That we'll discuss in the future. So now to speak about Ram is an opportunity of celebration, happiness. So Narad Muni became very excited. Now he says, Bahavo durlabhaschaiva. My dear Valmiki, whatever you asked, Bahavo durlabhaschaiva. Very, very difficult to get. Very difficult. Durlabh. Bahavo durlabha means very difficult, almost not possible, impossible. Bahavo durlabhaschaiva yetvaya kirtita gunaha. The gunas that you told, gunavan, viryavan and all those things, very difficult to get. Mune vakshamyaham badhyartairutyo yatannaraha. Where do you find such a kind of person among this? Next he says, but I have a good news for you. I know one person who has got all this. In fact, much more than what you asked me. So next he says, Ikshvaku Vamsha Prabhavo Ramanama Janaishrutaha. There is one person called Ram who has appeared in a family of Ikshvaku. Ikshvaku Vamsha Prabhavo Ramanama Janaishrutaha. He's popular among the people as Ram, who is a descendant in the Ikshvaku dynasty. Now, next many shlokas, Narad Muni goes on speaking the qualities of Ram. Valmiki asked only 16. Now Narad Muni goes on telling Niyatatma, Mahavirya, Dyutiman, Buddhiman, Vagmi, Shriman, Shatrunirbahana, Vipulamso, Mahabahu, Kambugrivo, Mahasanaha. This itself will take 10 days to explain the qualities that Narad Muni is giving list. So he says that all these qualities are present in Lord Sri Ram. And then, this is the first chapter of Valmiki Ramayana. In a Sankshipta, that means in a summary, he speaks about entire Ramayana to his disciple, his Shishya, Valmiki. And that's how Narad Muni goes back. So, now that Valmiki heard about Lord Ram from the mouth of his guru, pure devotee, Narad Muni, it's full of his mind is filled with Lord Ram. His activities, his greatness, his qualities, his keep thinking. And now suddenly he realized that it has become the time for him to go take bath and do Sandhya Vandana. So he called his another Rishi. He said, come, let's go to nearby river and let's take bath there. And let's do our Sandhya Vandana. So when both of them go nearby river, and in that river, he's still thinking about what he heard. He's thinking. He saw there were two birds. And they were playing together. It's actually a pair, one male bird and one female bird. And these birds, according to Ramayana, they are such birds, they whole life stay together. And if one of the partner dies, another bird will not go and now find another partner. It will remain alone, it remains single, and it will in fact every day keep crying and dying. So it is that kind of a bird. So he saw such bird, one couple, and they were playing together and they're being happy and all that. Suddenly from nowhere one arrow comes and hits one of the birds, and that bird's bleeding, crying out of pain, it dies. And Valmiki witnessed this, and he was shocked. And he was aghast by this. It was so painful to see, because these two birds were together and enjoying. It created so much of shoka. Shoka means pain in the heart of Valmiki. And immediately from his mouth, he uttered a sharp. He said that whoever, that cruel-hearted person who killed this bird, you will also meet the same destination. You will also die like this. And then he was shocked that why did I give the sharp? Why did I curse like this? And then he noticed the way he uttered that sharp was in a very, very poetic, metric, well-composed, well-constructed word statements they were. He was thinking, how did I compose and, do this? It was called Anushtup Chandas. The way he spoke, it is called Anushtup Chandas. Anushtup Chandas has 32 aksharas, and every pada has got only 8. It's a very metric, it's very suitable for singing. So he was thinking, what happened? Yesterday I heard about Lord Ram from Narad Muni. Today morning such an incident happened like this. He was thinking, and he was in his ashram now, and he's feeling so sad. Suddenly outside of his ashram, there's so much of light increasing in the sky. Like now it is so dark, right? In the morning, slowly, as the sun rises, you see that light increasing in the sky. So now Valmiki is seeing that light is increasing as if some hundreds and thousands of the sun have appeared in the sky. And suddenly he's hearing some beautiful music coming. Drums are being beaten. Someone is playing conch shell, the Shankhanada. And slowly he's seeing there are Apsaras dancing, there are singers, there are some people chanting the Veda mantras. And slowly he sees, sitting on Hamsavahana, Lord Brahma himself is coming. Once about 1.5 years back in Bangalore, we inaugurated one of our temples. So we had invited President of India at that time, Ramnath Kovind. So when he came, I counted, total 46 vehicle came. 46 along with the president vehicle. So there were ambulance, and there were fire engine, there were doctors, and there were DGP, police. Like this, there were total 44 or 46 vehicles. And anybody can make out that this one very important person has come now. So like that, you can imagine he's a president of one small country, a third world country, or maybe upcoming good country, well-to-do country. Imagine Brahma coming with Gandharva, Kinnara, Apsara, Siddha, Kimpurusha. All of them are glorifying Brahma, and Brahmaji is coming. By seeing Brahma immediately, because to see Brahma, you have to do thousands of years of tapasya. Only then you get to see Brahma. Brahma's, seeing him is not just like that you can just walk in and see. Like if you want to meet Prime Minister, it's not so easy, right? Even in our country, it's a very big deal. So like that, having darshan of Brahma means you have to do thousands years of tapasya. So now, Valmiki is surprised that how come I have not done anything and Brahmaji is coming? And immediately he got up and he prepared himself to welcome Brahma. And Brahmaji came and he welcomed him and he offered him a seat. And Brahma sat and Brahmaji was smiling and he said, "My dear Valmiki, I know what is going on in your mind. I know everything that has happened. In fact, I inspired in your heart today to speak whatever you spoke. That Anushtup Chandas sharp that you gave, I inspired from your heart. The reason is that whatever you heard from Narad Muni, the story of Lord Ram, and by the way, that time Ram is still there in Ayodhya. It is happening when Ram is still there in Ayodhya. And so Brahmaji said, I want you to write the life of Lord Ram. It's my order to you. And then Valmiki said, but already so much has happened. Now how do I write what has happened and how do I know all that? So Brahmaji said, I will give you access of everything that has happened till now. Not only you will be able to see the past, you will also get to know exactly what was going on in every character's mind. Like for example, you are now thinking of, let's say, Ravan. So in the Valmiki Ramayana it is written, so Ravan was thinking like this. How can you say what he was thinking? So because Brahma gave that permission to Valmiki, I will give access to their mind. What they were thinking, what they were feeling, and what they were willing. All three access you will get. It is like, somebody comes and says, my slipper is missing. So we open our CCTV camera. What happened 1 hour back? We are able to go into the past. We are able to go into 1 day back and actually see what is happening. But we cannot see what was going on in the mind of a person. We can only see what went on. So, but Valmiki got access to see not only Bhoot, that means the past, also the mind, the feeling, emotion, everything of every character. So Brahma said, this is my special blessings upon you and I want you to compose this. And then Valmiki was so blessed by this order of Lord Brahma, and with lot of prayers he sent Brahma off, and then Valmiki is now start composing that. And when he completes his composition of Sri Valmiki Ramayana, and now he's thinking, okay, now whom do I teach this? So there he sees 2 bright, charming, intelligent young boys called Love and Kush in his own ashram. So that means now you're getting when it is happening, all these incidents. So he sees, oh, Love and Kush, who are they? They are the children of the same Ram. So he teaches entire Ramayana first to Love and Kush. And he tells them, now from today onwards, go everywhere, sing this. You have to go out and sing and glorify. So Love and Kush, they were actually going everywhere and singing this Ramayana, the greatness of Lord Ram. Ramayana means journey of Lord Ram. It also means journey of Sita. So, in one day, that Lord Ram came to know that there are 2 boys. They're excellently singing the greatness of Lord Ram and his activities. And the whole Ayodhya is speaking about it. So he says, get them to my palace also. Let them sing. I want to hear from them. So then Love and Kush come to the palace of Lord Ram. So there is a famous song that you have heard when that famous serial was coming. Katha, what is that? Yeah. So that is how Love Kush. So the Ramayana that we all hear is coming from the mouth of Love and Kush. From where did they learn? Valmiki. Where did Valmiki learn from? Narad Muni. Where did Narad Muni receive it from? Lord Brahma. From whom did Brahma receive it from? From Narayana, in the Hayagriva incarnation. So this is the whole chain of Ramayana. So this is the background, how it came. So then it begins with the chapter called Ayodhya Nagari. Valmiki Ramayana begins with the description of Ayodhya city. But I have decided I will do completely reverse. I will go completely reverse in this narration because many of us know many things. I know, of course, there's so much that we don't know about Ayodhya also. We will do something different. We will start first hearing from Ravana's story. And then we'll end with Rama's story. So in that way, we will hear what we have never heard so that we will get a proper picture of why Ram is so great. So today I've decided that we will next 1 or 2 days, we will hear the history of Ravan. The history of Ravan is given in the Ramayana itself, in the Uttarakanda. This is when Ram has come back after war in the Lanka. He has become the king now. And that time, Agastya Rishi comes to Ayodhya and Lord Ram asks Agastya Rishi to speak about various topics. And that is when Agastya Rishi speaks about Ravan and his background. So the story begins with a person called Pulastya Rishi. Pulastya. Pulastya is one of the Sapta Rishis. You heard of Sapta Rishi? The Sapta Rishis are direct sons of Lord Brahma. You can imagine their status, right? Lord Brahma, from his mind, he created Sapta Rishis. Who are those Sapta Rishis? The Sapta Rishis are mentioned as Marichi, Atri, Angirasa, Pulastya, Pulaha, Kratu, Vasishta. These are the Sapta Rishis. And these Sapta Rishis, in terms of their greatness, they're greater than Ganapati, they're greater than even Ganga Devi. That is the kind of status they have got. And they are direct sons of Brahma. They are also called Prajapati. They are also sometimes called as like Marichi Brahma, Atri Brahma, Pulastya Brahma, or sometimes they are also addressed as Pulastya Prajapati. Each one of them are responsible for creating varieties of species in this universe at the time of creation. So that is their specific job. So Pulastya Rishi, he is the creator of the Rakshasa Kinnara Yonis. So he is responsible for creating that. So Pulastya Rishi is a very, very great sage. All the devatas love him. He is full of good qualities, full of auspicious qualities. After all, he is a direct son of Lord Brahma. So this Pulastya Rishi had married the daughter of Daksha Prajapati, and her name is Havirbhu. And Havirbhu is the wife of Pulastya, and Pulastya and Havirbhu's son is Agastya Rishi. So Agastya Rishi is the one who is speaking now. So now this Pulastya Rishi, he decides, now I want to do tapasya, and he goes to a place called Meru Parvata. Meru Parvata is one huge mountain which is full of gold. It's made of the golden mountain. I think we should not talk very loudly. Many people will go away searching for that golden mountain. Anyway, they can't reach it. But anyways, so this Meru Parvata is golden mountain. And top of that is where the Swargaloka Amaravati is there. So on the slope of that Meru Parvata, one beautiful, spectacular nature. So this Pulastya Rishi goes there, and that place belonged to a king or a Raja Rishi called Trinabindu Raja Rishi. His name was Trinabindu Rishi or Trinabindu Raja Rishi. So Pulastya goes there because it is almost looking like a heaven. It is so beautiful, so serene, attractive, charming, peacock, crystal clear water, so pleasing. He says, this is the right place for me to do tapasya. And he selects one beautiful place and sits there and he engages himself in tapasya. Especially the tapasya of studying the Vedas, Shastra Adhyayana. In the Aitariya Upanishad, it is mentioned that doing Shastra Adhyayana is called tapasya. For example, now you're all sitting and hearing Valmiki Ramayana. This is called tapasya. It's considered as a very great tapasya. So he was doing that tapasya. He was sitting and chanting the mantras. And because that place was so beautiful, nowadays any beautiful place means so many visitors go there. Sometimes in Instagram they say, don't mention the place name. Many people will go there and spoil it. So because this Pulastya Rishi was in such beautiful place, many Apsaras were coming there for a picnic. And when they come, they're bringing all their musical instruments and they're singing, they're dancing, and they're playing the drums, and they're playing the flute, they're playing the veena. And, sometimes they're creating all the noise. Innocently, they didn't know because they thought it's a beautiful place and we should go. And sometimes the Trunabindu Rajarishis, some of the maidens, they're also coming. Like this, so many people are coming. And it became a nuisance and disturbance for Pulastya Rishi. And for some of these Apsaras, they figured out, okay, here is a Pulastya Rishi. And he's sitting and reading Shastra and chanting mantras and all. They thought, okay, it's fun. Let's go and disturb him. So every day they were coming and kind of disturbing him. So Pulastya Rishi thought, okay, they're innocent. They're nice people, but they're innocent. And so he was ignoring them. But it became day by day more and more trouble. So he became one day very angry. He said, from today onwards, if anybody comes within the limit of my vision, if anybody enters, whether I see you or you see me, doesn't matter, you will immediately become pregnant. This is a sharp Pulastya Rishi gave. If you just see me or I see you, that's all. You see the power of such devatas, isn't it? So, just by hearing this, everybody ran away from that place. So now, at that time, this Trunabindu Rajarishi's daughter had come there with her friends. And she didn't know about this shrap of Pulastya Rishi. And she was searching for her friends. Oh, I had come with so many of my friends. Where are my friends? They left me alone and no one is visible. So she was searching for all those friends. And then she came searching for them. And she didn't know this. And suddenly she saw. And first of all, she heard a beautiful, enchanting mantras that attracted her. She got so attracted to that mantra chanting. Who was chanting? Pulastya Rishi was chanting. So she got so attracted. She felt so nice, so good. Oh, what is the sound and what are these mantras? And I like to hear them. I like this. She came at the same time. She was also looking for her friends. And then the moment she came, she suddenly felt changes in her body. She felt her head is reeling. She felt as if everything in her body, she's like throwing up. And she felt so much of tiredness. And being a woman, she felt there is something seriously wrong in my body. And she felt she could understand that I have become pregnant. And she got scared and she just didn't know what to do. How did this happen? What happened? She was just not able to understand this. So she ran and came to her father, Trunabindu Rishi. And the father said, my dear daughter, what happened to you? Why are you looking so different? You look so scared. And she said, my dear father, today I went with my friends to that place and they all went missing and I went searching for them and I heard some beautiful sound of the mantras and I went seeing and all this happened. And then this Trunabindu Rajarishi himself was a great person. He entered into his dhyana and he actually saw what happened. He understood that Pulastya Rishi has given such kind of a shrap, and as a result of that, she has become this. And now that Trunabindu Rishi, along with his daughter, both come to Pulastya Rishi. And now that Trunabindu Rishi, with folded hands, he offers his prayers to Pulastya Rishi because he knows Pulastya Rishi is an extremely great person. He's one of the Sapta Rishi. And he says, my dear Pulastya Rishi, it's so great that you have come to our place. It's so nice that you're doing tapasya here. I also came to know that you're sharp and you have uttered this, and my daughter has become the victim of this, and now she's carrying your child. I offer my daughter in marriage to you. Please accept my daughter. And now Pulastya Rishi could understand this daughter of Trunabindu Rishi. She's a very virtuous woman. She's very, with good qualities, and she's interested in spiritual life, and she has desire for doing tapasya and all that. And she was also very happy to be married to Pulastya Rishi, such a great person. So Pulastya Rishi accepted her as his wife. So this is how now the Pulastya Rishi and Trunabindu Rishi's daughter are married. Now she's carrying. No, but she's very afraid because she knows Pulastya Rishi's responsibility is to create the Rakshasas. So she's so scared whether I will give birth. Will I become a mother of some Rakshasas? My father is such a great Rishi, Trunabindu Rishi, is a Raja Rishi. So will I become a mother of some Rakshasas? And she was very concerned about it. And she prayed her husband Pulastya Rishi. And Pulastya Rishi said, don't worry. I understand your background, that you come from such a background. I also understand that you don't have a desire to become the mother of some Rakshasas. Even though I am in charge of the Rakshasa Yoni, but I will bless you that you will not give birth to a Rakshasa child, but your child will become the father of a Rakshasa. That much I will postpone. So Pulastya Rishi gave Ashirvad to his wife. And now your child will be a special child. Because you got attracted by hearing the mantras. Shravaha. Shru means listen. You came to me by listening the mantras, getting attracted to those mantras, Vedic mantras. So the child will be a great child, will be like as glorious as me. And the child name will be Vishravas. What is the meaning of Vishravas? Shrava means hear or listen. Vishravas means the result of hearing. She became pregnant because coming there by listening to that chanting. So the child who will be born will be called as Vishravas. Who is this Vishravas? Father of Ravan. So Vishravas. So now Vishravas is born. And he became a great sage. Pulastya's son is Vishravas. And now Vishravas married the daughter of Bharadwaja Muni, and he himself has become a very great sage, great rishi, doing so much of tapasya. And he got a son. And that son is called Kubera. The first child of Vishravas is called Kubera. And this Kubera, the moment he is born, he told his father, my dear father, I want to go and do tapasya like you. And then he went and he performed tapasya for thousands of years to Lord Brahmaji. As I said, it's not easy to see Lord Brahma. He had to do thousands of years of tapasya. And very ghora tapasya he did. He stopped eating. He was only drinking water. After some time he stopped drinking water. He was only breathing. That also he stopped. Like this he did ghora tapasya. And finally Lord Brahma, who was very happy with this Kubera's tapasya, so he comes and he asks, my dear child, I'm very happy with you. What do you want? He said, oh my dear Brahmaji, I'm so happy to see you. Please bless me that I become protector and savior of this world. I want to be the in charge of all the wealth. I want to be the treasurer. I want to be the wealthiest person. And then Brahma says, Tathastu. I created this world. I was appointing different controller of different direction. Just now I gave an offer letter to Lord Indra to be the controller of the Purva, east direction. I made Varuna as a controller of Paschim, western direction. I appointed Yama as the controller of south, Dakshin direction. You will be the in charge of the wealthy direction, that is north, Uttaradhipati. Go, control that northern direction. You will be the controller of northern direction. That is why in the Vastu, always it is said that it should face north. Your house should face north. Your door should face the north. Anything facing north is considered as very lucky. Right? So, that who is in charge of that? Kubera. How did he become in charge of that? By doing so much of tapasya, blessed by Lord Brahma. So, now he comes to his father, Vishravas. He says, my dear father, I am being blessed by Lord Brahma to be the controller of the wealth, also be the controller of Uttar Disha, Uttaradhipati, northern direction. But Lord Brahma did not tell me where should I go and stay. See the good behavior of Kubera. He wants to be the in charge of wealth, Dhana, Dhanadhipati. For that he did tapasya. He did not go and loot somebody. He did not go and attack somebody and become in charge. He worked hard for it. He did tapasya, he pleased Brahma, then only he became in charge of this, wealth. Then he again wants to know, where should I go and stay? Where is my place? So his father told, my dear child, there is a place called Lanka. And this Lanka is as glorious as the heavenly Amaravati. Amaravati is a city name where Lord Indra lives. This is a city name, like it is a Pune, Delhi, like that, where if you ask where does our Prime Minister live, he lives in Delhi, right? So like that, where does Indra live? What is the city name? Amaravati. So this Lanka is like Amaravati. Very beautiful, very rich, full, made of gold, well protected. Every facilities are there. Initially, it was built by Vishwakarma for Rakshasas. And all the Rakshasas have run away. They ran away from this place. Now it is empty. And I am the in charge of that place. I order you. I give that property to you. So you go and you take. And another special thing is, when Lord Brahma came, when he blessed Kubera, his another name is Vaishravana, because he is a son of Vishravas. So he also had given him Pushpaka Vimana. Lord Brahma gave Pushpaka Viman to Kubera. It can go anywhere. It can carry thousands of people. It had multiple floors in that. So like that. So now the history of Lanka. What is the history of Lanka? So once the Devatas, they were sitting and gossiping. They were just talking. So the two Devatas were talking, who is more powerful? So one of the Devatas said, Vayu is powerful. Another said, no, Vasuki is powerful. Don't you know Samudra Manthan story? How the Devatas and Danavas used Vasuki. Vasuki is a snake, which they used as the rope to churn the Samudra Manthan. He said, it's so powerful. Vasuki is very... He said, no, Vasuki is not powerful. Vayu is very powerful. Vayu can blow anywhere, anything. It can blow big cloud. No, and they started fighting. Vayu, Vasuki. And then some more Devatas came. Some of the Devatas joined Vasuki, like that. No, not Vasuki, Vayu. It became a big commotion. And then they said, okay, let's do one thing. We will now do a test to check who is greater, Vasuki or Vayu. So then Vasuki heard this. There is a discussion going on whether I am great or Vayu great. Vasuki became very angry. You foolish people, don't you know I am the strongest? Then Vayu came, no, I am strongest. They said, okay, let's do it some test. So Vasuki said, I will coil myself around Meru Parvata. I will go and I will coil myself around Meru Parvata. Vayu should blow and show his strength, show his takat. and I should fall. Then I'll accept Vayu. So there were two groups among the Devatas, Vayu group and Vasuki. They were all clapping and cheering, Vayu, Vayu, Vasuki, Vasuki, like this. And this Vayu started blowing, and the Vasuki making its tight hold on the Meru Parvata. And in this entire competition, they forgot to ask the permission of the Meru Parvata. Can we use you in our fight? Can we use you in our fight, right? And the Meru is now crying out of the pain. What is this? This Vasuki is tightly holding, and Vayu is blowing, and he is affected out of, to establish who is great. So Meru started crying, Brahma, Brahma, please come, save me, like this. So finally Lord Brahma came and stopped that entire, the fight, and said, Vasuki is also great in his own way. Vayu is also great in his own way. So this is no need to test. So then Vasuki, he loosened himself that he was around that Meru. So that the tip of that one piece of the Meru Parvata, because Vasuki was so tightly holding on it, it got broken off, it got cut off, and it fell down into this earthly planet in the ocean. And the name of that piece was called Trikutachala Parvata. And that Trikutachala Parvata is this Lanka. So this is the history of Lanka, how Lanka got created. And it was so beautiful that the Devatas said, this will be our picnic place. Rakshasa said, no, any good place you people see, everything you for yourself, we want this. So okay, then Vishwakarma finally built a beautiful Swarna Lanka. And so this is how, Vishravas, this Vishravas told his son, Kubera, Vaishravana, you go and be in the Lanka. When Ram heard all these things, actually Agastya Rishi is telling all these things to Lord Ram. Then Ram got a new doubt. He said, wait. You said Rakshasas were there in the Lanka. How come now it is empty? Why was it empty? Why did these Rakshasas leave that place and run away? Now Agastya Rishi goes back into history, and he will tell the reason why that Lanka was actually the empty and Rakshasas left that. That we will hear tomorrow. We'll stop here. Shri Valmiki Ramayana ki, Sita Ram Lakshmana Hanuman ki, Jagat Guru Srila Prabhupada ki jai.